Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Ask Mark. Closing in on 50, but we're not quite there yet. Got 10 more questions from the community. This week, I think you said we have another 650 questions submitted to Facebook. So thank you guys for taking the time and submitting your questions. As always, we took the 10 most commonly asked questions, and this week we have some really good ones.
Yep.
And without any further ado, continuing on with our rapid fire format.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So, what's the dude's name? Zion. Okay, so he asks, hello Mark, what appropriate actions have you taken regarding the chat hacker on Channel 1? So I was actually on when that happened, and it was quite an unfortunate event. So.
Yeah, and good for all you guys, our Twitter, Facebook, forums just lit up. We jumped on it. It was unfortunate, it was right on the weekend.
Yeah.
And it took us a little bit of time. Some guys had to come back in the office, but it seems to be under control now. We won't, as we always say, we won't talk about specific countermeasures, but of course we're working on it daily.
Yeah.
You're going to see a lot of, and that just goes with any sort of hackers or anybody abusing the system. So look, it's cleaned up for now. Thank you guys for bringing it to our attention right away.
The guy's been banned.
He's been banned a few times.
Yeah.
He's passionate and keeps coming back, but we're just as passionate to keep banning him, and more important to actually fix it so we don't have to ban him.
Cool.
Okay.
Next question is from Stefano. When is the next Spot the Devs?
Yeah, so
I like it, actually. That's a good question.
We had a team meeting yesterday. The entire development team loved it. They loved even having the few moments just to chat with you guys and whisper back and forth.
Yeah.
It really inspired them as well. So we're working with Ling right now. Just talked to her like 5 minutes ago. She's still super swamped giving you guys the codes. She's poor Ling going through hundreds of codes. It was a very busy week. Mm-hmm. We're aiming to do at least one Spot the Dev a month, at least.
Cool. I was just going to say, with Ling, I'll talk about the codes in a second.
Sure, if we can do more than that, beautiful, but at least one a month, aiming to try to ramp up more.
Cool, and then what I was going to say is in regards to the code, so a lot of you guys have been asking me and asking us on Twitter and Facebook, you haven't gotten your codes yet, when are you going to get them, when are you going to announce the winners of those contests? So Ling is in the progress of doing this now. Hopefully by the time you guys watch this video, everything will have been announced and everybody will have received their codes. If not, we are in the progress of doing it literally while you watch this, so you'll get them soon. Cool. Next question is from Larry V. Will you add more simulation features in World, cockpit view, and race on closed circuits, etc.?
Yeah, so to close the loop on this one, if you look at the Need for Speed franchise, we have, Shift 2 is out, we have The Run coming out. Each one has a different pillar. Mm-hmm. Need for Speed World will never go pure simulation, hence we won't ever put cockpit view. We're not specifically going to tune for the entire wheel list because it's primarily tuned on the keyboard. More features to suit the PC online experience will suit World, and that's where our title is slotted. So as far as anything super simulation, look for Shift 2 for that, and a little bit more action, look for The Run for that.
Cool. Next question is from Jean Samuel. When will you be adding new meeting places events? So this is actually one that we talked specifically to 2 weeks ago.
Exactly. So close the loop on this one. No new meeting places are scheduled. The reason being is we're trying to work on a prototype camera that allowed that meeting place camera, take it into the open world and have you guys take shots wherever you want.
And you were talking about putting it in the garage as well.
And maybe in the garage. Or they're actually two separate. Maybe we do one the safe house first and the other one open world second, or vice versa, or both together. Whatever one we can get out as quick as possible, and then have you guys upload that to your social channels.
Cool. Next question is from Basil. What contest will happen next and when?
Sure. So again, one thing we'll announce is every single day we're gonna brand a day, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Fun Fridays we already branded.
Yeah, we've done a couple of those already.
We're gonna do it whether it's tweeted up Tuesday or tweeted up Thursday. Ling is still working on it.
Manic Mondays.
Yeah, we're gonna basically brand one day of each week, and then each week we're gonna rotate a competition. So you have to stay tuned every week to say, oh, it's a tweeted up Tuesday, or oh, it's a Fun Friday this week, and what we do guarantee is at least one a week. Again, let's work through the year anniversary stuff, and we'll probably start that towards next week.
All right. Jeremy has the next question. When does the standard GTO, why does the standard GTO come with upgraded parts while the Juggernaut GTO was completely stock?
Yeah, and so this one's probably coming up because we gave a whole bunch of promo codes with these cars. The Team Escape version of those cars are tuned specifically for Team Escape. They're meant to smash things out of the way. They have specific physics actually to help knock things out of the way. It's a strategic play we put in. They're not necessarily high performers to take out on a circuit or a sprint. That's why we didn't put parts on it. We did tune it for heavy acceleration and heavy hitting impact. So hopefully that explains it. It's more tuned for team escape, just for smashing things.
Interesting. I like it. All right. UC has the next question, and shout out for UC, who's our long time forum moderator, good guy. Is it possible to implement male-female driver profiles in the game so we can have male or female drivers cars according to our gender?
Yes. So it's a feature that we've talked about many times. We've actually tried to, I think right now with what we're working on, it's more likely to see it when we do specific presets. Mm-hmm. You'll see a specific car coming with a female driver. We did that in the past, and I think that's more the way. And then it'll evolve into a feature hopefully one day. That almost goes into a feature with avatars and customizing your avatar and all that, which is another question the community's been asking for. Not scheduled right now, but specifically for the female driver, look for hopefully more presets coming with specific female drivers.
Cool. Next question is from Marius. Hey Mark, can we buy better parts than just improved street in the store?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, cool little announcement. Look for the next release. We actually have the next level of parts coming. So, for cash. So
nice.
You guys will be happy with that. They will be sports tuned parts are coming.
Cool, and that's available for in-game cash.
In-game cash.
That's awesome.
Yep. You guys been asking for it. Melvin, one of our designers, did all the hard work to make that happen. So.
That's a lot of work that goes into that stuff, though. Sasha asks, will you continue let the world see your creation contests and blogs and whatnot?
So that was something we started, months back on the official page. That was before our Facebook and Twitter pages went up. Right now, organically, people are posting on Facebook walls.
Tons of pictures on the Facebook.
If you go to my Facebook wall on a daily basis, you'll see people posting their cars. And what I'm doing is I'm posting their cars as well as Need for Speed artwork, and cars with art in albums. So, if you want your car featured, just post it on my wall, and I'll eventually move it into the albums and give me a little shout out, and just as a reminder. Sometimes the walls get so full that the pictures go to the bottom, but keep posting them on the walls and we'll update it.
Cool. And remember to do that on the official Need for Speed World page as well, not just Mark's.
For sure. Yep.
All right, cool. Last question is from Boyan. Will you consider rewarding people who manage to get to level 50?
Yeah. So this was the the whole talk about now that the BMW GTR is available for Speed Boost. What are we doing for the high level players?
Yeah.
It's something that we always looking ahead. We want to keep it fresh for those guys as well. So. Not specifically to level 50, but the higher level players, like anybody over level 40, we made an assumption that that's pretty high. Mm-hmm. So we will be bringing in a level 40 car for the high level players. It'll be a Need for Speed Classic car that will be exclusive to you guys in the upper levels, and it will be available for cash. So look for that coming in a few releases away.
Cool. And when you mean by releases, you mean the weekly maintenance?
Weekly maintenance with
us. Yeah. Cool. All right, so as always, guys, you can submit your questions to Mark on his Facebook page. It's facebook.com/MarkDevelis. We encourage you guys to watch the previous episodes of these Ask Marks just to make sure that see if your questions already been answered, because we're on our 46th episode now. We've answered a lot of questions. Definitely go back, check them out before you submit your questions. Otherwise, people are going to tell you that question has already been answered and we won't answer it. So, simple as that.
Perfect. And for next week?
And for next week, we are going to be skipping next week because I'm going to be away in Gamescom. So no Ask Mark next week. We'll continue it the week after.
For sure. And what I'll do is just ask questions on Facebook, and I'll just have an open dialogue with you guys and keep things fresh.
Cool. All right. Thanks, guys.